Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a fascinating concept from traditional Chinese medicine that honestly just might change how you view your own energy. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to have this boundless natural reserve of vitality, while others are constantly running on empty, well, you're exactly where you need to be today. We're going to unpack an ancient framework that explains exactly how human energy is generated and sustained.
Think about it for a second. Where does your baseline vitality actually come from? In modern terms, we usually just blame a bad sleep schedule, right? Or we grab a third cup of coffee just to power through the afternoon. But ancient texts point to a very specific, hidden internal furnace as the true root of our life force. And understanding this furnace, it gives us a completely different lens through which to view our own health. To make sense of all this, we'll be following a clear roadmap today. First, the gate of life. Second, locating the hidden furnace. Third, the 8 vital functions. And finally, maintaining your vitality. All right, let's start with section 1, the gate of life, and figure out exactly what this fundamental concept means. So this concept is called Mingmen. It translates beautifully to the gate of life or the gate of vitality. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like the pilot light on a home water heater. It generates the essential, deep internal heat, often symbolized as a glowing vital fire, that is absolutely necessary for sustaining life. Originating from the dense foundational essence stored within your kidneys, this pilot light is what keeps you warm, active, and alive. Without this core radiant heat, your internal organs simply wouldn't have the driving force they need to function at all. Moving right along to section 2, locating the hidden furnace. Now, historically, there was this really fascinating shift in how medical scholars understood this energy. If you look at early texts from before the Ming Dynasty, they linked this vital energy strictly to the right kidney, viewing it as the sole holder of this biological fire. But during and after the Ming Dynasty, that understanding evolved. Scholars realized Mingmen was actually an independent entity. It's a distinct, powerful center of its own, residing squarely between the two kidneys, rather than just being anchored to one side. Nowadays, standard TCM theory places Mingmen right at the level of the second lumbar vertebra. Basically, it sits deep in your lower back region, nestled perfectly between the kidneys. And this specific spot isn't just a physical location on a map. It's a crucial command center. From this point in your lower back, Mingmen regulates and distributes qi, which, as we know, is your vital energy and essence throughout your entire body. Let's get into section 3, the 8 vital functions. Time to look at this engine at work. We're going to break these 8 functions down into 2 parts. At a purely foundational level, Mingmen acts as the root of your original qi. That's the baseline energy supporting literally every physiological process you have. Because it's your core pilot light, it serves as the source of heat for all your internal organs, keeping their metabolic activities going. This deep warmth also specifically nourishes essence and the uterus, providing absolutely crucial support for reproductive health. And on top of all that, it is the ultimate assistant to the kidneys. Your kidneys fundamentally rely on the fire of Mingmen to help them receive qi and to successfully store and circulate critical energy throughout your entire system. And the way this heat systematically travels and expands throughout the body is just brilliant. It starts locally, right? It warms the lower burner, so your lower abdomen, pelvic area, and bladder, which supports urinary function and circulation. Then, that radiant warmth naturally rises to aid the stomach and the spleen. By providing heat there, Mingmen acts almost like a cooking fire underneath a pot, enhancing digestive function and helping you actually absorb nutrients. Finally, the heat travels all the way up into the chest to assist the heart in housing the mind, known as the Shen. So, the fire originating down in your lower back ultimately supports your mental clarity, your emotional balance, and your overall cognitive function. It's all connected. To round out its vital functions, we have to talk about the reproductive life cycle, because this internal heat is absolutely critical there. Mingmen actively harmonizes sexual function. It influences everything from the onset of puberty and regular menstruation to fertility and sexual performance. And it achieves this simply by ensuring that the reproductive organs have the vital warmth and energetic fuel they require to operate smoothly. Finally, let's bring this ancient theory directly into your modern life, with section 4, maintaining your vitality. So what is the crucial takeaway here? It's all about balance. When your Mingmen is solid and vibrant, your internal engine is just humming. You experience robust energy levels, healthy organ function, and a really strong overall constitution.
But if Mingmen becomes deficient, well, the fire dims. And this elegantly explains why we might suffer from chronic fatigue, that dreaded afternoon slump, inexplicably cold hands and feet, or why we might catch every single cold going around the office. Without that internal heat acting as a shield, the body just cannot defend or sustain itself effectively.
The source material makes it pretty clear. Understanding and cultivating this energy isn't just a hack to get through your workday, it's central to promoting true longevity. It's essentially the ultimate secret to a long, healthy life in traditional Chinese medicine. Which leaves us with one final, pretty provocative question to ponder today. Based on your own energy levels, your digestion, and your vitality right now, how brightly is your internal furnace burning?